This whole thing is weird, by the way, viewers. I don't know. This whole thing is weird. Took us like what, 2 days to roast that meat or something? What? Everything is weird right now. Everything is weird. All right. Let's see where this game is gonna. This game definitely took a weird turn. Oh, now we have a full basket of whoa.
Where are you going?
Oh, nowhere. I just needed some more herbs for the soup.
Huh? I think everything you need's here.
Don't feel like I'm going out today, even though we try to go out. Okay. Cannot talk to him.
What are you cooking?
Fermenti.
What's a fermenti?
Wheaten ale with milk, spices, venison and eggs.
Well, I cannot eat something
Well,
that has
as
ale
long as
in
it tastes good.
Now I need to add the eggs and spices. I guess we're gonna have to get out and get eggs. Unless these are eggs. Yeah, we're gonna have to get out. I cannot even get out. Maybe once I put the spices.
It still needs eggs. It still needs.
Oh, these are the eggs. Could barely see them. Martha brought them over. Yesterday? The day before? Time passes so fast. And I have to cook again. What? Complaining about cooking? 12 days later!
Today, I was thinking about what you and Philip did for our workers when they were afraid that they wouldn't be paid. Offering them coin to make them stay and feel safe. What if I did something similar? How about I could offer them pay in case something happens? Like an insurance. What do you think?
Could you afford it?
Could you afford it?
That's up to the prior to decide. He said he'd come over around noon tomorrow. Maybe he could eat with us. And you could help me explain the idea. If you want. I think it would be good for you. To do something other than cooking and weaving. You haven't left the house in 2 weeks.
"17 days? No. It wasn't 17 days. It was 12 days.
You're right. I'd be glad to help.
Ah, great.
I don't know what the point is. 2 weeks! And you guys didn't... What the hell? Look, man. Look. Look, man. I'm a married man. And let me tell you. Let me tell you. I want to say something. Oh, look at all that wool. And let me tell you. A man need to get some. A man need to get some to function. Alright? A man need to get some to function.
Still needs eggs.
Yeah, you're keeping your eggs are gone to
Would you like
waste.
venison with it?
No, thank you. I'm just here to talk.
Ascetic as always, I see.
It just turns more and more into a habit, really.
Alfred moved into the other room? Wow. Wow. I cannot... I cannot believe it. He argued I snort too much. That's all I need. It's ready to cook. Doesn't sound like you're doing a good job with that. Not here, nor there. How much I miss having my own business. I wonder what Jack's doing. He's looking paler than usual, and thinner. Even the novices started whispering about him. Alright, let's talk to him.
So, you are suggesting that we promise the workers money if the construction is not completed?
Yes, as an insurance. Since the Fleece Fair, they've been quite worried. It would ease their minds a bit.
Yes. Especially since they'd know they don't have to finish the cathedral in order to get rich. It sounds to me like we would be tempting them to fail deliberately.
I hadn't thought about that.
Don't be so cynical, Philip.
I'm not. It's just so hard to encourage goodness these days. We tried so hard in the last few years, yet all we reaped is death and misery.
The alternative would be to do nothing at all.
I do agree that it's actually a bad idea.
Philip is right. Your plan will only foster greed.
I don't know. I think the idea's good. My workers would know that they would get paid more if they finished the thing. They're not as greedy as you two make them. I just want to ease their minds a bit.
Yes, you said that. Your idea shows great compassion, Alfred.
Thank you, Father.
But Lady Aliena is right. Man's heart is cruel and wicked. It'd be only a matter of time till the devils of greed and fraud would find their way into Kingsbridge.
But
that's not the point I wanted to make. I could never promise them coin, because one cannot give what one does not have. Ever since the market collapsed, Kingsbridge is losing more than it earns. We may even run out before we complete the cathedral.
what? It was my father's dream to build that thing. We must finish it.
Could you build faster? Finish it before you run out of money?
Is that an option?
It is. I've seen it done before. I can do it.
All right. I promise you, I will think about your proposal. Oh, milady, your soup.
It's ready. Alright. Turned out better this time, I think. August? Oh, please tell me that. Please tell me that. We never slept with each other. Alfred gave up a long time ago. What's the point?! You do it with the guy that you haven't married, and you don't with the guy you're married to? Wait a second. Is it me? Is it me? Or is her belly getting bigger? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I think I see. I think I see where this is going. I think I see where this is going. I think I see where this is going. Why do I even keep them? When was the last time I took a walk? It's growing again. Alfred is working day and night. When was the last time I sat here? Must have been weeks. Maybe even a month? We used to talk about business. Now everything is about Jack and Alfred. How? Degrading. Degrading?
Thank you. I'd never thought that my brother could work so hard.
He's trying to impress me.
But it is impressive, isn't it? I would never have thought. Really. Alfred has changed. He used to be such a bully. He seems really concerned about things now. About Kingsbridge, about you, about your family. I can't wait for you to give me a little nephew or niece.
Let's see where this is going.
That won't happen.
No?
No.
Oh. By the way,
That's it?
I got the blue dye you've been asking for. It's from a woad merchant in Winchester. Took me some time to find him.
Oh, thank you so much, Martha. I guess now I finally have to finish my weaving.
How's it going?
I'm taking my time. I'm not in a rush.
What does Sir Catface think of the idea?
What happened to
I
him?
haven't told him yet.
We didn't have didn't have an
When he comes
update.
here, he's
on
mostly
him.
interested in coin. But that's the deal. He fights and I pay. It's an endless circle. The coat of arms shall remind us of who we are and where we come from, so we don't end up losing purpose.
Have you decided on an animal yet? You really should have an animal on it.
Lions are cool.
It will sport a lion.
Wow, that's a strong animal. I like that. Ali, I'm so sorry that I mentioned wanting a niece. I just thought, in the last month, that you were, well, growing a bit.
Oh, I'm just getting fat.
You're not getting fat?
You forget that there's not a lot for me to do other than sit around and eat.
Then we should take a hike soon. Stretch your legs and get some sunshine.
I'd like that. I would like that a lot. But not today. I need to finish the coat of arms first. Get it done while I still can.
September. Oh shit. I knew it. I can't have Jack's baby. Oh. What do you mean you can't have Jack's baby? We're gonna abort mission? I had to marry to fulfill my oath. Marrying Alfred was a mistake. I really do think it was a mistake. He is. You try to be a good wife? I really don't think so. I really don't think you know what you're doing.
I don't know what to do anymore. Marrying Alfred was a mistake. I knew it all along, but I saw no other choice. Not if I wanted to stop William Hamley. And Alfred was the only one promising to help me reclaim my father's inheritance.
Did he?
And ever since we've been married, he's been working deep into the night to finish the cathedral. And when he's home, he expects nothing in return. Although I can see so much longing in his eyes. He is trying his best to make our arrangement work.
Huh?
While all I do is bicker. I made a mistake. And to make things worse,
Oh, she's talking,
I am pregnant with your grandchild.
she's talking with
You
Ellen.
brought this on yourself. You had the love of your life, but you threw it away.
I didn't ask you here to judge me.
Do you scorn me for what I did?
No more than anyone else. First and foremost, I blame that priest who turned my son into a monk. But you're a very close second.
I will get Jack back? No, I don't think so. I don't think that's actually a realistic, really, especially since you're gonna have a baby coming.
What if I brought Jack back?
Oh, Aliena.
You can
Jack
ask
has
people to
left
try and find
England.
him.
There's no possible way to find out where he went.
He left England.
I want you to know one thing. Jack loved you. For me, that makes you still family. If you can't have his baby, give it to me. I will raise it far away from this crooked world that had no room for my son.
I don't want to give our child away.
Then you cannot stay here. You cannot go on like this.
But I have to. Don't you understand?
October.
It's finished. I want you to wear it when you go to battle. To remind us of what we are fighting for.
That's fancy. Why a lion?
Noble and proud animal.
Because it's a noble and proud animal. It symbolizes what we should ceaselessly strive to be.
Bloody well put. From now on, I shall be your lion, my lady. I will wear your emblem in battle, and I will make you proud.
The lion that's called
How's
a
the
cat.
war going, by the way?
How is your standing with the king?
I'm working on it.
What about William Hamley?
Far as I'm concerned, that toad is losing his edge. Stole my horse during a cut down and ran off.
Huh?
I guess the boy either got bored due to a major lack of bloodshed, or lost his wits because of his mother.
Did she take control?
His mother?
Rumor has it she's bedridden and William blames himself for it. It's turning him into a coward, and I know for a fact that the king spits on cowards.
Catface, this is excellent news.
It is, but we mustn't let down our guard just yet.
So what do we do now?
Well, I will wiggle my nuts in the king's direction and keep fighting.
Wiggle my
There might
nuts.
come the day when he'll strip William from his title and hand it back over to your kin. But,
That only works if I have a male heir first.
right. I need to fight, and you need to,
Get busy.
well, you know what you have to do. By the way, Alfred, you remember me mentioning William stealing my horse earlier?
You need a new one.
Oh, that would be so very kind of you. Milady, your husband here is a bloody saint. Did you know that?
I'll be out for a while. I've got some business at the market with Martha.
Send my regards to the pretty lady. I'll be heading back to court once we're done here.
It was good having you here, Sir Catface.
Want some for Marty? No? Alright. Aliena's coat of arms. I wonder what's her canon coat of arms that she chose in the book. Aliena's coat of arms. Aliena's design for a coat of arms serves as an emblem for her family, meant to be worn on a shield. Surecoat, tabard, or flag, and carried into battle. Each element on a coat of arms is meant to provide unique insight into the histories and ideals of the carrier, which is why Aliena chose a lion. They're strong and will never stop fighting. Not noble and proud? Alright. We never slept with each other. Alfred gave up a long time ago. Finally done. Why did it ever take so long? Now I need to find something new. You know, Sir Catfate said it. You know, get busy. How much I miss having my own business. He's doing well. We all are. Who would have thought? Constructions? It's done. Maybe this will save Kingsbridge. It's done? We finished?
I can't believe you two have almost done it. You've almost won your father's earldom back.
Oh, don't say that until it's actually happened. I'll see you later in the evening.
Ah, there you are.
I always wondered what it would have been like to grow up in a forest.
Oh, it's cold. Very, very cold. When I was young, I spent a night in Ellen's cave. If it hadn't been for her soup, I would have died for sure.
Oh, I wonder if that's a thing. You can... Martha could actually die if you... Like, this is something that I said, viewers. Like, I still think that the game... I think still the... I really do think that the game definitely taking some freedom with the choices that you make that might alter a few things, which is really tricky if they want to reach the same conclusion with key characters not being here. I wonder if we could have saved Tom. Definitely, the game definitely suggests that we could, but well, we did. We couldn't. Whoops. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and check the surrounding area before we continue talking to Martha. Ever since Alfred talked to Philip, they've been working hard. It's almost finished now. There she is, cheerful as a bell, as always. New construction site. Sir Catface urged Alfred to raise a well to protect us from the Hamleys. But first we need new coin to build it. To raise a wall. I thought they're pointing that there's gonna be a well there or something. Which I gotta be honest doesn't make sense since there is a river. Since there is a river here. Beyond the hills. They say more towns are growing out there. Towns like Kingsbridge. Maybe one day I'll travel again. Sheep pastures. It's getting warmer again. Soon the sheep won't need their wool anymore. Time to get back into business? Riverside. The landing site is for logs and rocks. Maybe we could use it to ship wares to? It would help revive the market. But you can't build a market. Surrounding forest. That's where Ellen and Jack came from. Can't imagine a life like that. But then, once I couldn't imagine this life either. I don't think we can move around, so yeah. Only thing that we can do is just talk to Martha.
What kind of soup?
I think it had deer in it.
Venison?
Deer?
Yes. Jack had caught it before we met him. I think it was the only one he ever caught.
But hunting deer is...
I know. It's punishable by death. Jack never was one for rules and laws.
Right.
I mean, he didn't know he was a kid.
He was always busy with something, just not with what Tom asked him to do.
Jack? Yes. Yes, he was.
You will be an aunt soon.
What?
But don't tell Alfred. I haven't told him yet.
You still think marrying him was a mistake?
I do.
I do too.
Whoa.
But you did it for very good reasons. So, maybe it wasn't a mistake after all. Maybe it will work. Not in a loving way, but more like a partnership. You two seeing eye to each other.
Maybe. But the baby is not...
What was that?
Oh no. Oh no. Marsh!
They built it too fast. Like the Babylonians, they sought to be grander than God, and for this we all have to suffer.
It was the stone roof. He started building a stone roof. If Papa had still been alive, he would have stopped him.
You're with child? How can you be with child if we never...
My cub is gone and will never return. You threw it all away for a life of lies and a kingdom of dust.
You said that you needed a child to be your father's heir. Now you can only hope that it'll be a boy, or everything will have been for naught. I can't stay. Not without work, and not like this. I'm sorry.
And the boy is Ginger.
There's no need to cry. There. We've been crying for far too long now. Where do we go from here?
All of that is kind of stupid. Leave Kingsbridge. That's the objective. Really? So I'm gonna assume that Alfred is gone for good? Damn, this story is tragic. The story is super tragic. It's all gone. There's nothing left for me here. It's in shambles, with no money to rebuild it. It died down. Has been cold for hours. I really should get going. The first crown I've ever earned. The house is all mine again. Alfred left Kingsbridge for good. Damn, all these characters are turning into assholes. Well, except for Philip. Philip's emo arc is interesting. His emo arc is interesting. This arc, though, this behavior of both Aliane and Jack were really out of place. I am not liking it. I gotta be honest with you, with you viewers. Even Alfred's actions doesn't make sense. Shiring!
We will build a cathedral right here, towering high above Shiring. But it will not be a cheap undertaking.
Money is no object. I shall build it for our Lord and my mother, so that the Lord will heal her.
I am sure he will. Ah, yes, there he is.
Who?
We will need a master builder.
My bishop, I think I have the right man.
My bishop, my name is Alfred Builder.
He's the one that killed your father! He's the one that killed your father! What the hell is happening in this game? And thus, chapter 14 finish, and the and with it the second book. And what a weird way to finish this, dude. What a weird way. Chapter 14, Departure. What you did, you tried to be kind during the breakup with Jack. You believe God is unjust. You chose a lion for your coat of arms. You didn't support Alfred's idea to help the workers. In your marriage with Alfred, you grew desperate. You left Kingsbridge for good. You finished book 2! Oh, I really don't know, viewers. Don't know. Don't know how I feel about this, the way that this second book has concluded.
Next time on The Pillars of the Earth, witness the climactic final part of the series.
It's time we take back what was taken from us.
It's time to face our enemies.
It is time to make a stand for what we believe in.
Philip!
The Pillars of the Earth. Book 3. The Eye of the Storm.
Alright, let's continue to the third book. Viewers. All of that dust, huh? And we've seen Philip with him being old. How many years have passed since the conclusion of the second book? Well, viewers, to find answers to our questions, there's only one way to find out. So, let's go ahead and start book number 3, the final book.
The White Ship. She was one of the fastest vessels that was ever built. The man who should be king of the English now, the son of King Henry, was on board when she sailed off. And with the prince there were 140 knights and many nobles, all on their way from Normandy to England. They say the ship hit the rocks, and then a fire broke out. Even before the White Ship had departed, the prince and his men had begun to drink and get violent. Monks that were meant to bless the voyage were then forced to disembark. Some say the ship had been cursed. The king's son and many of his family were pulled down into the Black Sea that night.
$11.42. That's Aliena.
You're forgetting one important detail. Not only these monks, but also Stephen of Blois, the king's nephew, left the ship before it embarked. They say he got ill.
That old rumor.
The same Stephen who calls himself the King of the English now.
What? That cannot be a coincidence.
Yes, it can be. Of course he's king now. He survived. He is the king's nephew.
What do you think, my lord?
I think Stephen is a clever man. Clever enough to have his whole family perish. But why he would want to rule that godforsaken rock, I will never understand.
What makes you say that? I love my country.
Then why are you leaving?
Well, because I want to see something new.
I'll tell you what you're going to see. A proper country, where people know how to behave.
France? Yeah, I beg to differ.
What about you? Why are you leaving?
Guess we're looking for someone.
I'm looking for someone.
For who? I guess I should stay out of other people's business. Forgive me.
You English do talk a lot, don't you?
Oh, and what are you?
I don't know how to feel about leaving
Scottish?
my country for the first time.
You're still English.
I mean, how should anyone
Idiot.
feel?
You'll see what happens.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just running away.
Seagulls.
You should all get some rest. It will not be long now till we reach Cherbourg.
Yeah.
Thank
Cherbourg.
the Lord. I can't wait to be back.
Seagulls means that we're almost there. Yeah, we're gonna see this intro one last time, viewers. Welcome back to book number 3. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying this playthrough. I'm really enjoying this game a lot. You know, I have not really thrilled about what happened in the conclusion of the last book, gotta be honest, but interested to see how things will go from here. Like everything that looked like it's gonna be all and well with Kingsbridge, but how many times that place got cursed? Everything is just stopped. I don't know if actually our decisions actually made it, or it's actually gonna be this, like that would happen actually in the book as well, where Kingsbridge Cathedral fallen like multiple times during its time, at the very least. Book 3, The Eye of the Storm. Chapter 15. The Journey. Cherbourg, Normandy.
In the late summer of 1142, I had left my home country, England, for good. My old life lay in shambles, as did my former home of Kingsbridge. Having failed both my friends and family, I had set out to find my baby's father, the man I still loved with all my heart, Jack Jackson. And so early one morning in July, I finally arrived on the shores of Normandy. With nothing on me but a pouch of coin and a young, curious face yet unnamed, who was just as unfamiliar to this new world as was I.
Don't tell me you're gonna name him Jack as well. Jack the Third? The White Ship! Okay, they're gonna talk about the ship that sunk way back. And this is something that they actually mentioned the very first thing in the TV show, this ship. And they make the conspiracy clear. I wonder how the book actually treat that, though. Do they actually conceal the information until later, like this game, or do they just mention it immediately? Well, I'm gonna have to read the book sometime in the future, hopefully. Anywho, the sinking of the White Ship 1120. The White Ship was one of the fastest ships of its time. It was steered by the son of the captain of the Mora, the ship that brought William the Conqueror from Normandy to England. When he invaded England in 1066, like his father before him, the captain of the White Ship gladly offered his vessel to many members of the royal household of King Henry for passage on their travel from Normandy to England to visit the king. But like all of the poor souls who went aboard the ship, the captain did not survive the voyage. In the dark of night, the ship hit rocks and a fire broke out. The ship was dragged down into the dark abyss of the sea, and with it, many of the king's hair. Stephen of Blois was meant to be on board as well, but it is said a sudden sickness caused him to leave the ship before it set sail. The Amores? You still have that? I didn't finish that. I don't know. I don't know how the game kicked me out like that. Yesterday had a sudden sickness, blah blah blah. That November night, as the White Ship sank, Stephen became the last remaining male heir to the England throne, and thus some claim he was responsible for the sinking. The question is, was he? Hopefully the game was actually going to answer that question. I took the first ship in the morning. Had to get away as fast as possible. Now we have the Amores. I won't give the baby a name until I've found Jack.